Oh, oh my god.
You just came out of the pits, dude. Fucking hell. He's just like, oh, since we're both, and now fucking, yeah.
Gone anyway?
The dude in front of that looped it in elbow.
Yeah, I saw it in the mirror.
I stopped in time,
buddy.
but the guy, yeah, I stopped in time. The guy behind me didn't. We're in the pits of you.
About midway. Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Good.
Oh, everyone's coming out.
Oh!
Ouch. Might have hit.
Don't hit the bumps, the
Hit the bumps?
the big thingamabobbers, curbs.
Very humpy bump.
Quite a bit of his I rating today. Another unfortunate.
Oh, that one.
Which is incredible, absolutely well deserved. Even if it was through a last lap incident, allowing him to slip up there and grab the podium, but still. And the kind of field that this was, nothing to sneeze at whatsoever.
Nah, that's right, mate. Absolutely. Now, we've got a few folks in the green room. Let's bring them up. We'll, hang on, I'll get the buttons right. There we go. We'll bring up Mr. Sarosky, who finished in second tonight. Mate, what were you thinking after all that went on? You were up and down in that front pack. The pace was on, and then it all happened in front of you. What was going through the head at that point?
Evening, guys. I'm not supposed to be the first one in here. That
Put it in the thingy works. Oh, I don't have my pocket. Are you running short?
Whatever the setup is.
Geez, I wonder where I am in reference to you guys. 48, 48, 48. Fucking 1,000th from Sean. Out of 60 odd cars to plonk straight into there on the first time lap. See what, if you do slide it out of the cutting, then you won't go flat through Fujitsu.
Yeah.
It's like this weird open diff kind of scenario where the diff doesn't lock and the inside wheel spins.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a bit fucking weird.
Even just wheel spin, you don't need to slide it there. Just wheel spin on the trim up to suddenly for the next corner.
Fastest lap of the session.
I'd probably rate this as my second favourite car so far?
What was number one?
The Audi.
Yeah, the Audi's firming. Might have just been the setup you were using, I don't know.
Sorry, Jenny.
The exit of the cutting and the run up that hill through Fujitsu is just so important, and it's really hard to get it right in this game at the moment. I think it's just set up. I reckon it'd be fixable, but
Try others.
you said this was just the same as the iRacing one, Woodson.
No, I started with the thing on and made changes to make it pointier. So try medium, just a stock medium one. I was just trying to improve the turning.
Whoa! So I just lost the entry then. I'm not sure if you were here before I was saying, JB. It's like it has oversteer on the very early phase of the corner, and once you're back on the throttle, but it's that period from like releasing the brake and going through the apex where it's understeer. So it's like you go from oversteer to understeer to oversteer.
Yeah, I kind of get what you mean.
Well, it's better than understeer.
Lap of the session.
It's very stable on brakes downhill.
I'll see if I can fix that.
I feel like I can just like throw it into the S's and just stand on the brake and the car doesn't get all upset. It just sort of stabilizes itself.
Yeah.
Just don't hit the curb too hard.
bad on that.
Fuck.
Everybody have brakes. Do we have an Aussie server or a US server?
Still there, hold your line.
Who's in the BMW? Okay. How is it? Is it BMW shit? No, I tried it, it's shit. No, sorry, not that shit. BMW I understood through every corner.
I'm trying the unmodified medium sprint setup.
setups compare? That brief run.
Didn't quite do a flying lap yet. If I was to use one word to describe the default setup,
It.
it would be understeer. However, I actually think it's better than
Fuck you.
I think yours, like it rotates more, but to the point where like it's hard to actually get out of the corner without sliding or.
You're not adjusting the way you drive for the different car. You're using the same method to drive a different car, and it's not working.
I'm just talking about the difficulty. It's more difficult to get out of the corner like quickly with your setup because it's so prone to sliding. So you have to be very, very careful, and it's very knife edge. This feels much more stable and predictable, and you can just drive the car out of the corner more easily. And based on the 2/3 of the lap that I'd done, it was quicker because I was able to get out of the corner quicker because I wasn't dealing with the oversteer on the control. And I could still get through the corners just fine because
It's not a final. It was just where I was up to when I stopped. Second, I'm not having those issues because I've adapted to it.
But I don't think, like, because you've adapted to it doesn't make it a good setup, because if it's
No,
more difficult
it does
for
make
everyone
it,
to do.
but you shouldn't give up until you've adapted to it.
No, but I think there's a
Because
point where,
I can't drive that default setup.
I think it's quicker. I think most people, I don't know if it's overall quicker, I think most of us would be quicker with this setup because we'd actually be able to drive out of the corners.
The first time I'm quicker than you guys.
I haven't got a lap in yet. I think like it needs changes.
Oh, of course it does.
Don't think
I wouldn't go back to the default setup though. I'd keep working through this. It needs rotation. I won't. I'm already borderline not racing it.
Oh, I don't know if we can go with the outcome. But if we have to race this one, I think I'd be trying some stuff myself to see if there's any other options, because I feel like your changes have just added the rotation in all the wrong parts of the corner, not where it needs to be added.
Agree. I tuned it for the way I like it, so that's why. I need fucking the aircon back on. Fuck me.
This setup is so understeery that I even struggle to get it to turn in over through Skyline as you just crest the hill and go head down into the S's, which I don't think I've ever had in any car.
Pit box is early, be ready.
Oh shit, I'm like the first pit bay. Alright, to put the air on.
Oh. I got dropped.
Oh. Like kicked?
Maybe it just says closing channel.
Oh.
Waiting for device to disconnect, closing network device, channel closed. That's right. I could see that my interweb was all over the place. Maybe someone decided to kick me.
Even this default setup though has trouble getting out of the cutting. So it's not all your changes, part of it's the bar, I think.
Make it a sec.
What the hell? What were you doing, man? What the shit is that?
Come on, mate. There's plenty of room.
Sorry, dude. I was off checking, getting my aircon sorted. Yeah, I watched the race. A finest. You still here? I'm not even sure if Sam's still here. Oh, we might as well just ditch this session. Nobody likes the Ferrari? Fucking bin it.
I like the Pro.
I like it enough to race it. I like it less than the Audi.
Yeah, at a high level, that might be helpful, but realistically, the cars are too. The setup requirements are too different.
Are we spending more time on picking a car, or are we gonna now? I think we've just about driven everything. I haven't driven the Porsche yet, but I don't know if that's a contender.
Well, I'd be happy to drive the Porsche too.
I didn't enjoy it, but I was making progress. I was moving away from undrivable to I could put up with it territory. Certainly nothing like, wow, this is great to drive.
Ferrari seems to have very high straight line speed.
Yeah, it's definitely the best for I think.
The Audi's the worst, Marcus was saying.
The usual, it's been at one.
If you are fit or not.
Just gonna try a setup change. Don't know what. Just gonna try something. You just want to go look at the speeds as well. Yeah, like 275 undrafted, which is super quick.
Jesus.
The guy with the fastest lap time in this session is in a Ferrari. BMW also has very high straight line speed.
Yeah, some keep good margins here. But they're in the pass without a mistake.
Not seeing any Audis in the faster end of the field. Ferrari is very popular. Setup change work?
Yep. It's now turny everywhere. It's more, yeah, it's more turny. Are you asking because you saw that I went quicker?
Yep.
Yeah. So hopefully the track temp hasn't dropped and it's masking a bad change.
Track temp would be going down. It's 29 now. I don't know what it's been.
For fuck's sake. There's no recovering. That.
Once it starts to understeer.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's already bit me already. Glencito Riddell. Come on, mate. You guys go.
Looking through the setup options.
I just fixed ARB.
That's what I've just changed. But I feel like that's what I always go to. I don't know why. It just seems like the simplest for me to understand, so I just do it. I also realized when I went back to the standard setup, I also went back to the standard gear stack.
No.
I think it's better. I think the short one is part of the reason why it was struggling to get out of the cutting and stuff. I think it's like
Too low down or too high.
yeah. I'm still definitely having trouble with that out of the cutting.
Also, the kind of corner that it is, you have to almost keep it tight. Well, that's what I'm doing. Trying to keep it tight.
I think
if you go
that's what
wide,
I've been finding is tighter is better.
so when a change works well, make it more of that.
Until it no longer works well.
Yep. Now it's a shit change.
Yeah. Just the ARB changes alone that I made, I just went one softer on the front, one stiffer on the rear, and noticeably better.
Feels like they've done the VRS safe set.
those ARB changes, is that warrant set?
No, default one.
Everywhere, isn't it? It's just the dipper, the elbow, hell corner. It's just.
Unfortunately, setup changes don't fix my bad driving.
Yeah, it's take it up with the engineer. They obviously didn't listen to your requirements proper.
Yeah, you're right.
There is no bad driving, just bad setups.
Left side, clear on the left. Clear.
God damn it. Fucking hell.
Pin at the elbow.
Fucking hell. I am 0.12 off of you, so just over 1/10 off you, Rory. I am 6 places behind you.
It's a bit tight.
I put that time in, I saw it was a 4-0, and I was like, oh cool, I'm right behind Warwick. I was like scrolling through the thing, where the fuck am
I just put 2 laps together, but they both had mistakes. If I had the good across the top with the good down that mountain, I'd have fucking been quite happy. Ended up just being like a couple of hundreds quicker than my PB, and I got 2 spots for it.
So I made some further adjustments to the ARB, and I softened the rear springs 1 click, and I quite
Wait,
like
what?
how it feels.
Soften the rear? No.
Yeah,
No,
to
no.
help with the grip on exiting the track, and also through Fujitsu. But in order to counteract, like I feel like maybe we can get the rotation somewhere else while also making changes that try and increase the rear grip in so that it stops trying to sort of just slide on throttle.
I mean, yeah, I'm doing something similar, but I'm just looking for the turn first before I try and smarten up the rear.
I mean,
One of the things I did though is I stiffened the rear 2 clicks.
Yeah, the rear springs.
Yep. Damn straight, because
What's
I
your
felt
front
like it
ARB?
was overall balance 0.
Yeah, okay. So I've gone to 0. I think front ARB 0 is a definite change. I guess the rear is complicated.
Yeah. Because it's still the overall balance.
I mean, I'm starting to feel like it's getting to a pretty good point. To use a bit more rotation, but not a lot.
That's not good.
I'd be happy to race this, knowing that I think we're heading in a direction that seems doable with the setup.
Yeah, you're both approaching it with 2 different setups.
Exactly.
Yeah, but we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll just take whatever Warwick does and soften the rear springs a bit.
You just can't smash the throttle. I feel like that was my mistake. Like I've come from a car that you just, once you set the nose up, you smash the throttle. That's, you release the brake, roll through the center, and then mash the throttle. And that works for that car. I feel like that's not working for this car.
But it's a question of like that but it's possible, right? It will be faster if you can mash the throttle.
Yeah,
and
if
get out of
you
the
can.
corner. That will be quicker, and other GT3s can do it. So that's sort of
Can
it's
they?
like the goal, right? Rather than just saying, "Oh, well, you just can't go full throttle."
Well, what I'm trying to do is not try and tune out the car. Like, these are not Formula Fords; they are different. So I don't want to fall into the trap of trying to make a car do what it literally just cannot do.
But I guess I'm not trying to drive it like the Formula Ford. I'm trying to drive it like the Audi. The Audi, you just accelerate from
It's
there.
not the same car though. You've got a rear mid-engine versus a. I'm sure the Ferrari front end.
No,
Still, or is this
I think
one back
I think
to?
they're both mid, but they're still different. Like they are different, but it's a goal, right? Like it's when you're trying something, it's being like, oh well, I just won't push as harder on the throttle and there's problem solved. It's like, well, if I want to go faster, I need to be on the throttle more. How do I do that?
You're not going to get a car that's perfect in every sense of the word. Like, there are definitely trade-offs. If you smarten up a car, then by reaction, it's going to be
And I think
slicker at the rear.
making one where you've got to be really finesse the throttle in like the most important exit of the whole track, I would say. Except maybe the elbow. Is a good way to make it so on average our lap times are slower because it becomes more difficult. Like it's an endurance race. You want to be able to drive it in a way that lacks finesse and is still quick.
You sound like you're trying to convince me. I fucking want a car that rotates and has grip when you get on the throttle and is steady under brakes and turns in.
Yeah,
I want all that for sure. But I'm just not going to.
our priority is different. Like I would rather a car that understeers a little bit that I can manage than one that I've got to be like very particular about with the throttle.
Yeah, I don't feel like I have to be very particular about it. I'm just delaying it slightly. So it's a lock brake. Don't brake in the grass.
Yeah, doing so much understeer in the last corner. The last corner is the worst.
Well, if you soften the rears maybe, but if you you stiffen the rears, the last corner is very good. Braking on the grass, however,
Not so good.
not so good. Go back to the FIA stack.
I think
Yeah,
it's
it's
better.
I think that second gear is just better, isn't it?
It's your idea. You're the gear ratio guy for the team.
Well, it was my idea to try.
This is the first set that I actually feel like the car rotates around the elbow now. Oops, forgot my DRS.
I haven't really had trouble with the elbow. I think I really square my elbow off. I like pull the car out and then drive out the other side. I don't really go fast through the middle.
I changed the gear stack and I'm immediately 6/10 faster. There you go.
Oh, if I do that, then I must be 6 tenths fast. I'm going to be at a P1.
Are you not using the FIA stack?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't know. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't know. I think this is the short stack. 10 minutes left. I wanted to make a change, but I can't remember what it was. Yeah, it was. Yeah, thanks, buddy. You can have tomorrow off. You don't have to go to school tomorrow.
Nice. There's a roadblock here.
I was very close.
Hey, Scott shifted up. I shouldn't have done that. Change the gears.
Yeah. Just making that interesting.
Huh, where'd you go to work?
Changing my gear stack.
Yeah, it feels better. Turn one with the second gear there. Same again with the cutting. And the elbow, I think, maybe even.
But if you want to try my setup, the superior setup, it's
Yeah, well,
it's in the
send it
team.
up.
It's a team.
You already shared it?
Yep.
Oh. Well, if you've gone faster, it must be the setup, so...
Why wouldn't it be?
Couldn't possibly be the driver.
It's actually going to change the preload as well.
The diff preload?
Yeah.
You gonna increase it?
No, decrease it. Let's do a bit of that while we're here. Because this is the only chance. Oh no, it's not high. I changed it to 150 on one of them. Really, it wasn't this one.
So
oh, no.
1.3 is your latest setup?
Yeah. But I haven't started to try and settle it down yet. But
Wait for me, you two. I'm just going to load the set.
feel free to soften the rears, or drop the rear ride height or something.
Do you increase the rear ride height?
No, increase it, gives it more rake, gives it more turn. You don't like any of that.
Yeah, but did you already do that?
No, well, when I raised the suspension, it naturally lifted it up, and I
Yeah,
left it like that because I wanted it. Nine minutes.
Who wants to bet that I'm going to limp it in the cutting first on the outlet?
No, you've said that you won't.
I think I went too hot. Clearly you're going in too hot. Don't go in, yeah, don't go in at all.
You've got a different one.
Yeah, it is called the cutting. You're right. Whoa!
Wow.
No. That was just the right hander after the cutting, and I wasn't even on that bump. I was in the middle of the track. I don't feel like it was a bump, and it just went. Like the rears just gave up.
Hold ties, mate.
Yeah, but it shouldn't do that. It shouldn't even be a thing.
Hold ties. Loose is fast, fast is loose.
That's don't like that. Whatever part of the setup caused that. That's bad.
It doesn't happen to me. I don't know what it is you're doing.
Okay, so I did go over the bump, but the car had
I knew it.
but the car had settled after the bump. Like it was well after the bump when it went out. Like the car bumped, settled, and I was just driving around. It got to about the midpoint of the track, and the rears just started going around. That's so bizarre. Like it's so late. I was already doing like 150 km an hour.
I don't know about this gear stack. I actually like the other one.
So you prefer the taller than the shorter?
I think so, we'll see.
I just don't think it gives you anything. The car's already like limited in just the rear tire grip when you try and accelerate out of the
Oh.
Oh. I had almost identical thing happen.
I don't like it.
It doesn't like you either.
Fuck.
Got wheel damage.
We've got 33's going to take some getting used to. Haven't made it through a lap yet.
That's really weird the way your car bounced then, Warwick, because I'm sure I've just smashed straight over that curb plenty
Those
of
curbs.
times. But the way your car bounced when you hit it was just weird.
Wait, that went in too hot.
I drive straight over that curb every time. Exactly like you do. I don't think my car has quite as much rotation as yours.
Aww.
I think that's enough for me.
Oh yeah, quarter past
Yeah.
11. Workday, yeah.
Definitely enough.
I think
So-
there's a car there under the hood.
Sean, that other setup in there, is that the one you've been working on?
Yeah. which I like.
Practice is over.
But definitely not enough rotation for Warwick.
Well, the good thing is we're going to run 3 cars.
Are we?
No.
Well,
The good thing has become the bad thing. No, well, we got heaps of time. Once we pick the car, if we pick this car, we can narrow in on something, but there will probably be compromises to be made.
keep the car. Used to that setup. Once you go.
I think we all seem to be leaning towards the Ferrari as at least probably the only car we really have consensus on.
It's a finalist. It's certainly not the Audi. Sounds like it's the most popular.
Well, JB didn't really like the Audi. And I will actually say I like how the
JB.
Ferrari feels across the top. The Ferrari is super stable through those fast corners. I didn't have a single issue. The Audi, at least with the setup we were driving, was a little bit unstable across the top, which is scary.
It's also slow down the straights. Apparently, it's a drag queen.
Yes, and I like a
Ferrari.
fast car on the straight.
I felt like I was in the fastest car around the fine line in the Ferrari down the straight.
Actually, the straight line speed is something that would make me lean towards the Ferrari over the Audi.
Well, we can get a consensus on setup.
Like we can't even get a consensus on a car.
Assuming we do
Actually, I think it'd be easier to get a consensus on the car than it would be the.
the setup. Yeah. But well, we're going to have to find some compromise.
Yeah, you're going to have to compromise a bit, Warwick, because nobody else likes the car to handle the way you like it.
Doesn't matter. I'm the team captain. I'm the fastest. I'm the highest I rating. All these things mean that I get to choose.
Take your tinfoil hat off.
That's right. We'll just take our ball and make our own team.
Good luck.
Alright, boys, I'm going to go. So that is.
So yeah,
You're up, mate.
Figure out a car.
Lambo's got my vote.
Okay, boys. Good night.
Right. I seriously don't know what you guys are doing to get that fucking.
I don't know, because like the section I spun out on, I had gone past the bump, so it wasn't the bump.
It was the bump.
It's a flat section. If you're flat on the throttle, it's a slight bend. You're not even turning hard. But, like a GT3 car just shouldn't lose traction like that. It's just weird.
I'll fix that in 1.4 then. Have we done a Porsche together?
No, I haven't driven the Porsche yet.
The pit box is early. Be ready.
Jacob might not even race either.
Jacob might not.
No, his PC randomly crashes
Yeah,
quite regularly.
maybe not then.
When did you change?
What
God,
did
I had to scroll so fucking far to find you where you were. What do you want? Go away. What's the matter? Mummy get a bed, did she? Here you go, puppy. Good boy. Good boy. No. No. Such a fucking sook, aren't you? You can't lie on all that. No, you can't lie on it. Oh, you're so yeah. What? Just relax. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Yes. Go to sleep.
All right, I'm gonna go,
Not you. I was talking to the dog.
but I'm also gonna go.
To have a look at
I'm
your
gonna
crap.
go to sleep.
Your crash and then see where you fucked up.
Are you gonna look at my crash?
I wanted to, yeah.
Yeah, we'll just go to. It's probably like one of my most recent laps. If you just go all the way to the end and then go back at 16 times. There won't be a lap you can click on though because I didn't finish it.
Was it one of the last laps though?
Yeah, should be. Actually, it's probably past my last lap. I don't think I can.
Oh, is it me behind you? Might be me behind. Yep, start this one. What? You want me to keep going? Yeah, it must be after the check-in, was it? Oh, I see what you mean. You crashed and then didn't complete another lap.
Yeah.
Loss. Yeah. Because I can't even skip. I don't think.
If you just go to my last completed lap, just fast forward.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm doing. It's coming. Yeah. Coming down the mountain.
And we'll all drive out of the pits together.
I can't click anything while giving Papa Doggo a belly rub. He's a big sook. Oh, so we all come out of the pit together then. This is the last time you check across the start-finish line. I think it is. Oh, okay, and I've already pitted to make my change. Oh, no, you're supposed to close your eyes and go to sleep. I don't understand why you guys can't just lift the 3/4 throttle there. You went incredibly wide. That's different, mate. Oh, God. Where's my mouse?
But it's like there's also no indication. Like you're sort of exiting the corner, and it's a GT car, so you got traction control. Normally, you just go pretty hard on the throttle. So you go hard on the throttle, and it does just start exiting initially, and then you lose it. And there's no indication of when you need to lift. You've got no feedback to tell you you're running out of traction.
Oh my God, Zeus. Is it better? How dare I stop? Alright, here we go. Turn 2. This must be it. You just had a bit of a slide. Crash. Oh, then you did. You crashed in Fujitsu.
Yeah, well, sort of halfway between.
Yeah, that's because you slid the tyres out before. Am I right?
The car felt fine. I was on full throttle. I went over the bump, on full throttle. The car resettled. It seemed fine, and then
No,
it
but
slid out.
the cutting. Did you spin the wheels in the cutting?
Oh, I don't think so. You'd have to look. Well, I don't know. Maybe a little bit.
You can't. It seems to overheat the tyres enough.
But you see what I mean, though? Like, I was full throttle for so long. I got really far up that hill. And then at a point that just didn't seem dangerous. Didn't seem like I was at a point. It's like if I got that far on full throttle, I wasn't going to then lose traction at that point.
Yeah, I know you will. If you spin the tyres up in either the cutting or the one in between Fujitsu and the cutting, if you get wheel spin in either one of those, then do not try and take Fujitsu flat.
Yeah, but I didn't even get to Fujitsu.
Yeah, it's before this particular one. You'd lost it a couple of times, didn't you?
Yeah. Like I know that if you get big wheel spin out of the cutting, then it's like you gotta be careful in Fujitsu. But that right hander before Fujitsu, between the cutting and Fujitsu. Other than like the bump, you gotta be careful of. But once you pass your bump, it's not a. You're not even in a corner. You just sort of. It's just a slight bend to the right.
How many times did you lose control? Here.
At once.
Because it's not.
I did it again the next lap. That was actually because I got massive wheel spin. That was my own fault. That one was the only one where it was like unexpected.
I don't think it's unexpected. You spun the wheels out of the cutting a little bit, then you spun the wheels out of the right-hander, and then you lost control.
What do you mean I spun the wheels out of the right-hander?
The right-hander between the cutting and Fujitsu.
Yeah, where the bump is.
Yeah.
I didn't feel any wheel spin. I was just driving. I went over the bump. I was just driving, and then the wheel spin happens when the car.
But you're fishtailing it.
Are you Is this the final time I crashed? Because that one was definitely.
I don't know, because I just went to lap 3. Like you said, I just went to the last lap.
Yeah, that should be it. There's another one after that which was like much worse, and I feel like that's the one you're looking at because that was where I had a big fucking slide.
Let me see what happens if I fast
It was
forward.
the one where we all came out of the pits together. I crashed, and JB had to drive past me, and Marcus had to drive past me.
Okay, then that's not the right one then.
Yeah, so you're looking at the really bad one. That's the one I just fucked up.
Yeah, okay, good. Then we're in agreement. At least we agreed on something. Because you're on your own on this lap.
Yeah, that was... I got the wheel spin, but I was sort of over it, so I just kept my boot in it. Because that wasn't just a little bit of wheel spin, that's a ton of wheel spin.
Here we go, this looks...
That is also frustrating.
Oh, what the fuck? Definitely wheel spin related, and that you're not tight there. You've washed out to the exit. Have you missed the apex at the cutting? Yeah, you missed the apex at the cutting. So
I missed it. Yeah, but that's the outlap. I wasn't really trying to nail it.
So you're out. I need your throttle to see if you're flat through here, because you're super shallow.
Oh yeah, but like by the time the car was losing it, I was over the bump. The car had already like settled. I was so far up the hill and away from anything else.
You were doomed
that
from
I
the
just
start. I feel like you've got to...
I'm just driving on the road. Like it's not even a part where the car can even be under stress.
The outlap, and you're tight. I'd be safe to lift in there every fucking time. And I do.
It's not even that tight. Like it's a gentle bend.
It's not a gentle fucking bend, especially when you're so tight. With you being so tight there.
And there's just no warning. The car was just flat, turning like normal.
Yeah.
And then it just sort of never stopped. Like it just drifted out. Like it was just. I think it's very weird. That is not the way I expect any GT cars drive.
I don't like the way that any of the GT cars feel.
I was also looking at the settings, and I think our traction control settings are almost at the minimum, so maybe if I just turn them up.
I love it. I want it. Otherwise,
Like, you just get wheel spin, because there's no feeling on it. Like, as you're coming out of the cutting, I have no idea whether I need 100% throttle, 90% throttle, 75%. Like, how do I know?
Your line. I use the line. If I get a good line, then it's full. If I don't get a good line, then I toy
But
play.
if you're sort of like, well, I don't know if I'm going to get wheel spin, and you're like off, then you're just giving up time because you're not.
Yeah, well, if I get a better line, then it's not the tyre's fault. So I got the line wrong. So if I miss the apex and I'm washing out to the edge, giving me a tyre right-hander, then I lift. Like I just like safety lift kind of lift. And that's my fault for not getting the corner right. It's not like it's the car. It's like I made a mistake. If I slid the tyres, then I'm giving a safety lift.
Even when I was
because
tired,
made a mistake.
I'd get wheel spin. There's no way to not get wheel spin coming out of the cutting.
Don't get tight exit as opposed to tight right.
Yeah.
There's no way we can get a GT car to feel like what we need to. There's no fucking way.
I think
I've given up on making a perfect race car. I'm just going to race fucking prototypes from now on.
like, it's not going to be the perfect car, but based on my experience with other GT3s and driving GT3s before,
past GT3s, and I think there's a little difference there.
No, but even these, like the current ones we've already tested, actually I think it's the only 12 so far. And this one, it feels like it really lacking that rear end traction coming out of the cutting and running up the hill. And it's just very prone to like that rear slide. And like you said, as soon as you swing the wheels a bit, you fucked for the rest of the road. And that's a really important part of the track to be at high risk of making mistakes on. And I think it's something we should be trying to improve and not just say lift the throttle a little bit and give up time.
No, that's a mistake. So don't make the mistake and then you're picking up time, is how I see it. Get the line right.
But that's very that becomes very difficult. It's like as soon as it gets very difficult, you're going to get it wrong more often than you get it right. And the average lap time actually gets slower. Even if your correct lap time when you get right at your average lap time, especially on endurance, is going to be lower than generally having to get off the limit in order to.
But it's still an improvement to me. Like that understeer car, I cannot drive it. If I couldn't get rotation, I would literally pull out. I just can't drive this car. I wouldn't be enjoying it. I'd be complaining every corner of every lap, even if it wasn't outside on the inside.
So if we're getting this rear slip in the rear, then I just won't drive because I can't cut.
So we're very likely just going to watch. I'm not enjoying the GT kit, any of them. Normally, maybe it's because we normally race them a lot more often. Maybe I've seen the light with open wheelies. Because you know how much I hate it.
I will agree with you on that one.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't go that far. But to see where I've been and to see where I am now, like I've just been driving cars that do what I wanted to. And to come back to this car, or any of them, like I haven't enjoyed a single fucking car that we've done, whether it's because I can remember how the car used to feel or how I remembered it feeling. I should probably say. I never remember having. I know we had little bits, and I know I always had rotation. It's just, I've just had cars now that do it. We need to find a better setting. I agree, but I would rather drive the oversteery car and fan myself because I'm still getting lap time.
Yeah, you are, and you're still getting good laps. If you actually did a full stint, I think you would lose a lot more average lap time on the times where it doesn't get it right. Where you run, like you say, you run a little bit wide, so you do more of the safety, and that loses you a few tenths on that lap.
Well, I need to get good then.
But it's endurance. You're doing like hundreds of laps. It's not
Even
about-
more important to get it right. Got to do my prep work.
And it's also a range of drivers for all the different styles. It needs to be a compromise. It cannot just be your ideal setup.
Of course it can't. But I'm not going to tune to how you want the car. It's your fucking job. Not yet anyway. At the moment, I'm just trying to find a car that I can drive. Get used to the GT3 cars to see if I fucking can drive any of them.
Well, clearly you can.
No, I can't. I
You're
don't feel
already
comfortable in the
getting
car at all.
decent.
I don't think these are decent.
You're like 1 second off the fastest.
Yeah, so please don't think I'm proposing that they just everybody drive this setup. I'm not. But I'm not having any fun yet. It's gotta be a bit away.
Other than that, the way that your particular setup exits the cutting. I was liking the Ferrari with more turn. Every other corner, with the more turn that we were putting on it, made the Ferrari actually feel okay.
Which means that for the sake of one corner, a safety lift.
But it's a
that
really
bad?
important one. It's probably like there's the elbow to give you the run down Conrod, and there's the cutting to give you the run all the way up to start. Like they're the two corners I think that are really important on the track.
Yes, but I can do that. I can go flat from the cutting all the way across the top to McPhillamy. More times than not. Just not on the outlap. Can't do it on the outlap. I safety lift on the outlap because it's a fucking outlap.
Yeah.
And I don't know what that will be like on full fuel either. It'll probably be worse. And it will probably need something. But again, this is I'm just putting stuff at the car to see if I can get it to do vaguely something that I can drive. If I can't, then there's no point racing it. If I can't even get a half a tank car to feel good, then I'll never get a full tank car. I can feel shit on heavy fuel and light fuel and mid fuel and then fuck it. Next. Happy to keep playing with the Porsche and have another go at the Audi.
No. Well,
I don't know what the Porsche is like. I can't remember the Porsche, but the Audi has that whole top speed thing happening about it.
yeah, that's actually really put me off it a bit because it's pretty important.
We need to do similar stints. Like we need to set up our own hosted with the same settings in it, so we can actively compare data to it. We got to set it up so.
Yeah, but normally picking a car is more like you're not normally looking at times and stuff. You just sort of you're just
But it's
giving it a
becoming
feel.
important.
Yeah.
But we're moving beyond feel, right? It's going to be important now because we're talking about the Audi being slow on a straight line. Like we're starting to talk beyond just the feel. But I think if we want to compare data, we're all hooked up on Garage 61 now. At least a setting that's got no time. Like, you know, when the time's frozen. We've got the non-dynamic weather where it's just set at 12 o'clock, clear skies, no time advancement. Every lap's the same position. And from session 1 to session 2, you can go to Garage 61 and overlap a Porsche lap against a Ferrari lap. Both of the laps that you said, you know, that was pretty good in those. And throw it up there. And then we can literally see if you in your pushy set and mine in the oversteery set, are we gaining in one area and losing in another, and what's losing and gaining more in what's the net value. But definitely the Lambo was shit. The BMW I thought was shit, but happy to give it another go if someone sort of says no, I really like it. What else did I like?
I'm willing to just skip the BMW.
Which one? Not
Yeah.
been on.
And not interested in the Lambo. Didn't like the Lambo.
Well, I didn't want the BMW until I just ran out of options. I just couldn't drive any other car. Like, at this point, I will drive fucking anything. Even if it was the Ford GT. Like, seriously. McLaren's death, I think that has always been the case. I don't think that's changed recently. I can't, who knows. But seriously, if someone drove one of those cars and went, you know what, not bad, I don't care. Whatever it takes at the moment. I'm just struggling to find a car that I can gel with. So, what have we got? Should we put is the end of the week too far away for a decision on car? Do we want to try and get something sooner?
At the end of this week seems reasonable. We've got like 3 more weeks till the race or something, don't we?
I was just checking. Yeah. We'll roll out super quick. And we've got to figure out what session details, like whether it's 10 o'clock, 12 o'clock. What date. So whoever's there to host, get the right settings. And then I just do an hour swap. Kind of stuff, as opposed to just put a 4-hour session up.
Bathurst 12-hour straight.
If it's the Bizamajigo special events one, I think it is.
Yeah. That's like September last year, I think.
What's that?
In
in-game.
In Speedy Snail's special events channel, Dennis posted the schedule. That looks like it was posted on the 2nd of... Oh no, it says... Oh, February 23rd. Yes, that was last year's one. It's how long it's been since anyone's posted on the schedule. So I don't actually know when it is.
It is Bathurst, 23rd, 25th.
Is that real life or
Car
iRacing?
racing.
Okay, that's ages away.
February 23rd, 25.
So that'll be on the 24th for us on a Saturday.
How many weeks is it?
3 weeks away, nearly 4 weeks away from now. 3 weeks away from now.
Yeah.
So, yeah, end of this week's. Plenty of time.
guy in front of me 1700 I rating. God damn it! How embarrassing. Dylan Rudd 6'8". Oh my God, James Scott 8'6". All right, this is much better strength of field up above me. There's only a couple of 3, 4.
What are you looking at?
The results, the I rating of the people in front of me.
Oh, did that session end?
Yeah.
4K, fucking 7K. You got bumped down a bit, didn't you?
Yeah, the last couple of guys went and did qualifying laps.
It's definitely a bit all over the place, but you also get the people who don't do officials.
Yeah, of course. But there's some pretty solid
Yeah.
I rating guys in there now. But earlier in the
Yeah.
week, there was just low guys. It was embarrassing. That's not too bad.
And there's some pretty high guys further down than us.
Yeah, I saw another
Sort of
5'8", 5'2", 4, 5, 3, 5.
Like if we went and did a quali lap, I reckon we'd be
There's at least I mean I can't
probably
remember what my
half a
optimal
second,
was,
if
but
not
my
more.
optimal was quicker than that.
Yeah. We would have been in the top 3 or 4.
I just needed, and it was so close. What was the times in the end? Yeah, 3.83 at 1/10. Like I was on a better lap when I said that. So look at that. There was 1, 2, 3 cars on 3.8. 2.139 before the time. So 1/10 would have got me 3 more places. That would have made more sense. I should have fucking executed better than that. Anyway, what are you going to do?